rend les choses faciles.
Et sèche-moi ces larmes de crocodile.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Dubai Expat YouTube channel. I hope you're all well and I'm happy to see you all back for this video. In today's episode we are going to unbox a Rolex Oyster Perpetual 36mm reference 126000 with the blue dial. The 36mm Oyster Perpetual in steel is the most affordable men's Rolex watch that you can buy right now. There are a few watches only that cost less, but usually those will be in a smaller size, and one of my friends got this piece allocated and borrowed it to me for the review. So take a coffee and enjoy the video. On my wrist today, the Omega Speedmaster Professional. My friend who bought this watch ordered it around a year ago here in Dubai and recently got the call for it. To get one of these watches without a long wait, nowadays it is virtually impossible. This might change in the future, but for now it is still very hard to get one of these pieces allocated. The watch comes in the typical green Rolex bag that you will usually get inside the Rolex boutiques. In the inside of the bag we find the receipt and the watch box. The price for this timepiece is 24,350 dirham or $6,600 from the official Rolex stores. The white cardboard sleeve that contains cardboard box and watch box. The white Rolex cardboard box with the crown embossed on the top. And here's the green Rolex watch box in the medium size. Classic design, well known from all of us. Let us open it. And here's the brand new Oyster Perpetual 126000 with the blue dial fresh from the authorized dealer. The most affordable entry-level Rolex with a beautiful dial that is also super high in demand. Inside the box we find the user manual, the small leather pouch holding the warranty manual and warranty card. The watch comes with 5 years international warranty, which is pretty decent. The warranty card to the watch. The backside of the card reveals the date of purchase, the model number and serial number. And in addition to the watch, the hang tag that you should usually get with the watch. And this hang tag is actually quite important, especially for the Oyster Perpetuals, because on the hang tag you can see the full reference, which includes also the dial color code. So if you buy an Oyster Perpetual, always make sure to get the white hang tag with it. There are just too many dials in the market that are aftermarket dials, or people bought these Oyster Perpetuals and later on they changed the dial. So if you have the hang tag with it, you can see what was the original dial placed in the watch. The Geneva seal. And here's the beautiful Oyster Perpetual 36mm. What a stunner in real. So hard to get nowadays. But as you can see, my buddy was lucky and got one allocated. So there's always a chance, no matter how long it takes, that the watch could come in for you. I still remember the times when these were sitting in the displays, and with the last update of the Oyster Perpetual, Rolex really changed the game for this entry-level Rolex. The former easy to get and Rolex maybe for the young watch collectors who just wanted to start with buying the first Rolex is now one of the most difficult ones to acquire. The case diameter is 35.6mm, so a smidgen below 36mm. The thickness is 11.6mm and the lug-to-lug length is 42.7mm. The lug width is 20mm at the end links and the bracelet tapers down to 15 millimeters. The weight of the watch with all links included is 123 grams. Let us bring her to life. For that you unscrew the crown and wind the watch clockwise. Afterwards you pull out the crown in the first position so you can set the time. After setting the time, screw the crown all the way back in to ensure the watch is water resistant up to 100 meters again. And now the watch is set and ready to go. The dial of the watch is made in bright blue with a sunburst effect. This sunray finish creates delicate light reflections and changes the appearance to the light conditions. A subtle glow depending on the position of the wrist, and while moving the wrist makes this sunburst dial really stunning. The crown and hour indices are applied and made of white gold. Especially the white gold crown on top of the dial at the 12 o'clock position looks so good. The hour indices are filled with luminescent material, the writing is printed on the dial, hour, minutes and seconds hand are made of white gold as well, and the hour and minute hand also contains some lume. And a small hint shows us that this is the reference 126 and not the 116. As we can see, there is this crown printed in between Swiss made. The crystal on top is a scratch resistant sapphire one. The case is made of oyster steel, which belongs to the 904L stainless steel family. This material ensures a high corrosion resistance and is commonly used in high technology and in the aerospace and chemical industries. The crown is a screw-down crown, same as the case back, and the case and the watch itself is 100 meter water resistant. The bracelet is the so-called oyster bracelet, fully brushed with the oyster clasp without safety lock on the clasp. The bracelet is one of the best in the market. Usually it will sit very comfortable on the wrist, while at the same time it feels sporty and sturdy. Inside the clasp you can find 3 micro positions and an easy extension feature for hot and humid days. Inside the watch we have the 3230 Rolex manufacture movement that runs super precise at -2 to +2 seconds a day after casing. It features hour, minute and seconds hand and a hacking feature for precise time setting. The movement winds bidirectional via a self-winding rotor, the power reserve is 70 hours, and to make sure it will run for a very long time, Rolex included the Paraflex shock absorbers and the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring for high anti-magnetic resistance. Time for a lume shot. And before we go to the watch score, a quick look of the Oyster next to my Speedmaster. When you want to start collecting luxury watches, there are actually these 2 models that will come immediately to your mind. On the one hand, we have the Omega Speedmaster with a significant history, and also it features more functionalities compared to the Oyster, as you will have a chronograph included. And on top, if you decide for the sapphire sandwich, you have an open case back and you can see the beautiful movement in the inside, what of course is a very nice feature for any mechanical watch. Also, I'm sure it will hold the value quite well over a long period, even though initially you will probably lose something like 15 to 20% of the recommended retail price in case you would sell it right away. On the other hand, you can try the very hard way and put yourself on a wish list for this Rolex. Initially you will pay a higher price compared to the Omega Speedmaster, and also you will get less functionality, but at the end of the day you will get a Rolex. You will have the achievement of getting a Rolex from the authorized dealer, and also of course this is a watch of top-notch quality that comes with a very high prestige. I think both watches are awesome to start a collection with, so it is up to your own personal preference of course. Let me know in the comments which one you would pick. And now we are already at the watch score. I reviewed my own OP36 around a year ago already, so the score is exactly the same. The watch has good dimensions for medium and smaller size wrists. The case and features are very well made, but rather simple. The movement inside runs precise, has a strong power reserve, and will last many decades. The bracelet is one of the best in the market, even though it comes a bit short compared to the other bracelets Rolex makes, as I think the Jubilee bracelet will take the win over here, and also most other Rolex watches will come with a bit better clasp, as they either have the safety lock or more easy extension adjustment positions. And also this clasp and bracelet is fully brushed without any polishing. For the daily usage this watch is fine, even though a datejust would be better. At the weekend it will do a fantastic job, as any Rolex will do. For sportive usage this piece will be quite good as well, due to the small dimensions and well-made bracelet. Image and brand are amazing, and the value for money might have dropped a bit due to the recent price increases, but it is still the most affordable Rolex you can buy, and it won't lose any money in the long run, I am sure about that. All of that together gives the watch a total score of 80 out of 100, and with that it is an immediate buy for me. And now we are already at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review. Let me know your opinion about the watch in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.